All right, well, here we're going to do the review of the Redcat Racing Cyclone XB10. I picked this up at Best Buy. $75. Comes ready to run. 2 NAMH batteries, 2000 milliamp. The controller even actually comes with the 4 AA batteries that are required. I use rechargeables, but I went ahead and threw them in because I took my other car out when I did the other run as well. For $75 for a hobby grade machine, which this is, we have oil filled shock absorbers, adjustable for the amount of tension that you want, pretty rugged, durable mounting points for this equipment, metal connections for the tie rods and for the stabilizers, for the upper control arm as they would call this. Even the hubs are metal alloy as opposed to plastic, and they're using actual wheel bearings, not bushings, which makes this really nice. Very much like any of the hobby grade machines that I've used or have. Really nice responsive suspension, nice rubber wheels, rim lock wheels, so don't got to worry about these things spinning off. It's got a 540 brushed motor. This thing is upgradable to a Lipo. Change the electronics out. I mean, not to a Lipo. We'll get to that in a minute. Brushless. From what I've seen on the internet, if I throw a brushless system in this thing, it'll do about 50 miles an hour, which is pretty impressive. But as it sits right now out of the box, you're looking at 20 miles an hour, so it's pretty doggone quick. It is only 2-wheel drive, but from what, the other video that I ran on this for the run, it really ran nice out there. Very stable. Only flipped it once, and that was only because I hit a curb, and she kind of rolled over on it because the curb was higher than the clearance that it had for underneath. No damage to it. She handled it like a champ. Very nice machine. A little bit cumbersome to change the battery. If I had my druthers, I would probably want to see a little bit difference in how you do that. But you pull these 4 body pins out, you splay out the body like that, take it off, and then you're into the battery compartment, which is right here. And it, like I said, came with 2 batteries. I have ordered some Lipos, which will give it a little more longevity on its runs. You slide the battery in like that, and then you slide this bar in there, lock it down like that, put the pin on, holds it in place. Then you have banana plug connectors, like so, and then this thing, put the body back on, and she's ready to run. Up inside here, get some light on this. You can see the controller in there. See if I can get that showing up in the video here. Now, really hard to see. Probably be easier if I took the top off, which requires 4 screws. But there's a plug in there that you can shift over and turn it into Lipo. It'll take Lipo 2S. So I picked up some a really good deal for $45 for 2000 milliamp Lipo batteries for it, which will be real nice. They'll also be required if I do upgrade the electronics on this thing to go brushless. The suspension on it, when you're working the suspension, you can really feel the shock absorber action going on there. These are oil filled. I've not taken them off to see the oil level. I know some of these machines you got to add oil to them, but I can tell just by the way you can see how it's not just springing back down, how it's got resistance, which is exactly what it should have. The steering on this thing, insane good, especially for the money. So let's turn it on. There's a on and off switch right here, which makes it really nice and easy to turn on. And I gotta put batteries in it. Forgot I had taken those out for the other car when I ran outside with the neighbors. They wanted to see my other cars, so we ran those. But it does. I was trying to show it in the other video, but the recorder that I was using, apparently the way the glasses sit on my face, it records above what I'm looking at. So I got to work with that. Working this off my iPhone now so I can make sure I get a good solid video for everyone to see. But I can tell you that the slightest movement with the controller, you know, you got the full range, but when you did like that, the wheel only turned a little bit, and you did a little bit more, and the wheel turned a little bit more. It was very, very responsive with the steering wheel, so I was very happy with that. And again, like I had said in the videos for when I did the run, it definitely is very stable on the ground. It handled all of the curbs and everything except the one time I hit the curb where it was a lot taller. But yeah, I mean, you know, lots of metal parts in here, metal drive shaft, metal link arms. Very nice machine for $75. I think I'm going to have probably more fun with this one than any other one I got. We'll have to see. That guy down there, the JLB Racing, I'm waiting on an axle knuckle. One of the screws stripped out on it, and so it's got a lot of slop and play in it. So I mean, it still rolls and still runs well, but I don't want to run it anymore till I get that replacement part and then get that back on the road. It's the only thing wrong with it. I do have a new wing mount coming, so that'll be here shortly. And once I get the big one on there, I'll get a video out there of it as well. But yeah, this guy right here, $75 out of the box. Really, really nice machine. Comes with a really nice charger. The JLB Racing, you know, I spent $330 on that bad boy. It came with one battery, and it came with a charger that was only a 500 milliamp charger. It takes about 8 hours to recharge that 11.2 Lipo 3-cell battery. This one actually came with a 2 amp charger, so it's about half the power of the other charger that I bought. I bought a 6 amp charger. The power pack that I'm running with it, I can only run about 4 amps on it. It's a 5 amp rated, but when I run it at 5, after a while it starts chiming that it's low voltage, so I just backed it down because it's fully programmable and put it at 4 amps. And I can recharge these batteries. You know, even the 11.1 volts only takes about an hour and 15 minutes. The 7.6 Lipos takes about 45 to 50 minutes. I actually have those daisy chained together so that I can run both of them at the same time. So it takes a little bit longer to charge, but not that much. Very, very nice unit this thing is. So that other charger, I can you know, keep that as a backup for these NAHMs, but I can even charge these on my high power charger, and they charge up pretty doggone quick. I think it was 50 minutes. Not bad at all when you run them completely dead. Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching.